And we are live. We're on YouTube this time. So hopefully the folks within our three various groups are getting a chance to chime in on the YouTube stream because it's in there. Facebook was hating on us this morning. For the folks on our YouTube channel, this is a chance for you guys to get a look at our live Sunday class that happens in our private group. MDCstrategy.com is the website for our fund. And our, for those who don't know, the fund is us five brothers as well as our brother Jay Johnson, who isn't here with us. But we do a class every Sunday on options. And I'm saying this for the folks that are watching it. I know we do. You know what I'm saying? We're streaming on YouTube now because Facebook was hating. And for the folks on Facebook that are actually watching this, in order for you to comment live like you generally do, you'll probably have to go through your YouTube channel. And by the way, if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel while you're here, you might as well do that too. I might as well put that out there. You know what I mean? All the good stuff they tell you, notification bell, all that good stuff. You know how it goes. But all right, so we got folks checking in with Ronnie. What's up, Ronnie? Ronnie's checking in. Hey, Ronnie, man, what you looking at this week? Ronnie is also a master trader.
Master trader. Check out his channel.
Yeah, that's
Team
right.
Rise Up, TRU.
Yeah. Check out his channel as well. But Ronnie, let us know what you're looking at. All right, so Facebook was hating. Adrian's here. All right, so we got some folks making it back. Shout out to everybody who made it on your YouTube channel. We appreciate y'all, man. Bonnie's back with her YouTube channel. So now we get to see everybody's YouTube handles now. Oh, so Ronnie said he's looking at TSM. You know what I'm saying?
That falls in line with what Spoon's looking at.
Yeah.
That falls right in line with what Spoon's looking at.
Okay,
so those things about to pop, man.
Yeah, so we're gonna start from scratch because we are on YouTube now. Because they were hating on us in our general live stream. So our live stream is only really for our private group, but we're gonna put this out to the public this week so the public will get a chance to see. As a matter of fact, Cor, while you at it, why don't you share it to your Facebook page so the people can see what happens in the back office from week to week. You know what I mean? So this definitely.
I'm going to YouTube and then sharing it to my.
Facebook page. I mean, if we're gonna be out there, if we're gonna share this to everybody, let's just share.
Why the hell not?
Hey, I'm finna do it too, man. We out there, right?
Yeah, we out there, man. Like, generally speaking, and if Facebook stop hating, this will be the last time we out there because this is really only for our folks that are within our private walls. But this week we're gonna do this on YouTube. So, so I'm gonna put it on my page as well.
I don't know what the heck I'm doing.
Well, you're trying. You know what I'm saying? We know you just aged another year yesterday, good brother. So,
Yo.
Hey, yo, first, another thing, too. Shout out to everybody. We know you just aged another year yesterday, good brother. So,
All right, here we go.
Volume down. That was cool.
First,
another thing, too. Shout out to everybody. We know you just aged.
All right.
You all right, man?
Yeah, I'm trying to share this, John.
You really out here, but I just want to say shout out to everybody in BTH University, right? So in honor of Corey's birthday yesterday, and it was Angel who started it off, she started a giveaway where she said she was giving someone Bitcoin in honor of Corey's birthday. And that just started a whole giveaway where people were just giving away in honor of Corey yesterday, giving away Bitcoin. So shout out to everybody in there. It was like I felt like the Pay It Forward, what's that movie with the young boy with you pay it forward. That's what everybody was doing yesterday. It was kind of nuts, but that was amazing to see, Core. You started a whole movement in there.
Man, love is love, man.
All right, yeah. So for the folks watching too, put it on your live Facebook page too. We about to dig in. We about to go to work. We about to do what we do every week that you tune in to watch us do this. But put it on your Facebook page. Now you got a chance for your friends and family to see exactly how we give it up every Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Especially for y'all that got, affiliate links to everything we do. But we're going to start from scratch, though. I changed to my other channel as well. Okay. All right, cool. So we getting all kinds of love right here. Can we all share to our Facebook? Dawn, please do. That's what we're saying. Since we out here, let's just be out here. If we out here today, let's just be all the way out here. Daniel, you're right. It's a round 3 fight. James, what's up, James? Yeah, make sure to share this out. And as a matter of fact, since we are watching this on YouTube, everybody do me a favor, hit the like button, share it out, and we about to get started. So, Spoon, we're going to start with you, good brother. We're going to start from scratch. Your play of the week. And I know I got to explain this a little bit because, like I said, we public right now. So basically, we all have our plays in terms of what we're looking at within the options market, and we kind of get dividend analysis of why we're looking at it, and then we talk as a family and figure out which is the one play we're going to go with, and we all go to with this play within our fund. So Spoon, you got it. The floor is yours, good brother.
Okay, so big week this week with earnings and a lot of companies, especially our FANG stocks. But I kind of want to rear away from those because we all know, like, my perspective of earnings is always a coin flip. So what I want to do is kind of get into more of a diversification. And that's why I'm choosing an ETF this week. I'm going to choose SMH this week based off of the chart, basically. So what we have here, we had this good run up, but with this good run up, you got bad structure. You see all the gaps in the structure right here. What we did do, we came up, almost tested the all-time high, and we came back down to fill these gaps. So basically that's telling me now we're coming down here, filling the structure. So now that we filled these gaps, I like it a lot more. And we're consolidating right around the 50 and the 20. We just came back above the 20, which I like to see in a lot of my trades. And I'm expecting us to come back up and this all-time high, 258, or well, let's just round it up to 259. So that's what I'm looking at for this week as far as my play.
Okay. All right, cool. So one thing I do want to say, and we're going to dig into Spoon's play, is that the MDC, $1 Million Challenge, and its partners, buy the hood and discover your options, that this is for entertainment, educational purposes only. This is not investment advice. Investment involves risk. Do your own due diligence prior to investing. But this is the class that we share with our community every week for educational, entertainment purposes only. And you're getting a live look on our YouTube channel. So SMH, and your strike price is what, Spoon?
We're going to go into the strikes. We're going to look at the monthlies of May. So the May 26s. What's the June's? Let's look at the Mays first. You can see.
So you're going with the monthly contract, which is
I think it's Slim acting a little crazy.
Yeah.
You see right here, the strikes on up.
Okay. So
yeah.
Hold on. Let me look at it.
I don't know why the strikes.
You want to do in the money?
Yeah, either I think look at the 247s off the top of my head and the 250s.
Well, I know there's a 245, a 247.50, and a 250. I know you're
right.
The in between.
No, we're not going to do the half strike. So we're going to look at the 245s or the 250s.
Okay.
We're not looking at no half strikes.
All right. So May 21st is the date. Strike price of 245 or 250, somewhere in there. Okay.
Tell them why you don't like half strikes, Spoon.
The volume, off the top of my head, the volume was probably a lot lower. The bid in that a lot water as far as in between. I don't have them exactly in front of me, but typically, historically, that's how it's set up. So that's exactly why I don't like the half strike, and I like to try to get close as money as I can to get the stronger delta.
Okay, got you. All right, so that is what it is right there. So SMH is Spoon's play, 245 to 250, 521. And for the folks watching, yes, Spoon is in the tropics somewhere because, you know, that's what he does. You know what I'm saying? As someone pointed out, Spoon has dual citizenship at this point. But he's still here working, man. He's still here working. That's what matters, man. So, Corey, I know that you were going second, good brother, with your play for the week. What are you looking at, and, you know, why are you looking at it?
Right, so I'm looking at TNA, which is the small cap direction bull. That it tracks the Russell 2000.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at it because energy stocks are on a run, and a lot of those energy stocks are in the Russell 2000. And Enphase is supposed to be running, Sunrun. Like Enphase was my pick last week, and Enphase is in a position to go absolutely berserk still. And so, but I didn't, you know, last week we put all of our eggs in one basket with Enphase. And if you would have done the play, Enphase went from 150 to 165. Mm-hmm. But I'm looking at TNA to make a strong move
All right, TNA.
toward the upside.
Are you looking at the monthly 521?
521, yes.
All right, can someone pull the chart up for TNA? All right, 521 is the date. And what's your strike price you looking at, Corey?
96.
$96 is your strike price. All right, so we look at the chart up and take a look at TNA. All right. Let's see.
So because this is a 3 times bear, bull, you're not going to see a lot of actual volume in this contract like I normally like, because
you're going against your rule. You're going against your rule.
It's not because I'm going against the rule. It's because the volume is normally in the weekly, and I know y'all don't like to do weeklies because I would personally choose the weekly. Go ahead, I'm listening.
What about the IWM, Corey? That's that tracks the Russell too, don't it?
Yeah, this tracks the IWM.
Okay, but I think the volume will be more. Just to put it out there for you.
But if we're looking for a 30% pop, this has 3 times exposure.
Okay.
So this is why I chose this over IWM.
So then we could pick a weekly then, right?
Yeah, we could pick a weekly. That's why I'm saying
we
could pick the weekly. That's where the volume is at. The volume is in the weekly.
All right, so what you talking about? Like, you talking about this week?
Yeah, I'm talking about the 30th.
Yeah, well, I ain't picking that one now. I ain't into just giving away money, you know.
Hey, no, you talking about for April 30th?
Yeah,
that's Friday.
That means either it's going to do what it's going to have to do, or you don't know pretty soon what's going on.
Yeah,
that's where the volume is, and where the volume is going to come in.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Where's the money at as far as y'all looking at the market chameleon? Where's the
money is coming in on the positive side, and it's trending bullish.
I'm talking about they on a 30 contracts.
Yeah, that's the only one with volume.
Yeah, because it's 3 times exposure. Nobody wants to have 3 times exposure for a month.
Right.
So
right.
You're not gonna see a lot of volume on the monthlies. This is unlike the other stuff. Like if you do IWM, you might see the volume on the monthlies. But with these kind of contracts, nobody's doing 3 times exposures for a month. So this would be a weekly contract. You would have to pick the weekly or not pick it at all.
So for the people, why just explain why would you go with the 3 times versus just the regular IWM?
Because it's going to move. It's going to move in the direction we want it to faster, or it's going to stop out faster. Like there's going to be no in between.
The volatility is higher and the range is more.
Yep.
I like the chart right here. We bounced off of one ATR away from the mean, and we started to move up on Thursday. Actually, we started to move back up on Wednesday. We moved up on Thursday. We're making higher highs on the daily chart. So I like it on the daily. 4 hour. We're still in a trend. I like it on 4 hour as well. So yeah.
Okay.
So TNA either at the money at 95 or 96.
Okay, and so we're going to move to the weekly?
Yes, because that's where the volume is going to come in.
Right. So
because it's 3 times exposure.
Okay, so 430 then.
Yes.
All right, got you. $96, 430 TNA.
So you can do the 95 or the 96. Don't do the half.
Yeah, 95 or 96. All right, got you. So 95 or 96.
Let's identify some support in case we do make this the pick.
Mm-hmm.
Or we can do it once we decide, but you're going to need some tight support on this.
Yep.
If it breaks, you got to get the hell out. You can't play around with it.
At all. You can't play around with it 3 times at all.
Yeah, because it has the multiple exposures. So, like I said, it's going to run, and it has range. So it's going to move one way or the other. It's not going to be. And I liked it, like he was saying, I like the levels it was at, and plus, a lot of the companies in there are companies that move with news, and I think this week is going to be a lot better news than last week. I think everybody's over the shock of the Biden plan and all of that stuff, and so I think after when the market opens, I think it might take a dip when the market opens, but I think that is going to go is really going to run because, like I said, a lot of those energy companies and the overall market I think is going to be green, and so this is what I would play in an overall green market. This is what I play every time there's a green day in the market. This is the company that I pick.
To kind of back that up and provide some more validity to Corey's pick, this particular pick, we're actually in a squeeze right here as well. We're 5 days into a squeeze on the daily. Price moved back above the mean here, like I was saying earlier. And then we have a fire. We have on the radiating fire, we actually have a fire indicator, fire signal as well. It fired a couple of days ago, but actually it fired on Friday. So typically from there, you're going to get 5 or 6 days of movement. Typically, it's not foolproof, but. And then we got a 3.2 beta against the SPY. So this is going to move on its own. If the SPY goes down, this can move by itself against the SPY.
Okay. All right, got it. All right, so TNA, $95, $96 strike price for 30. Pastor or Tone, one of you brothers want to go and give us your pick?
Get it out the way.
Yes, sir. All right, so Tone, the floor is yours.
Right, my pick for the week is going to be Baba.
Baba. Oh, I ain't seen Baba in a minute.
Ain't nobody seen in a minute because it's been going down.
Yeah, I mean that. You could have still been looking at it. You could have been eating on the downside.
Yeah, you could have. So I'm gonna go back a little ways just to kind of paint the bigger picture for you. And let's get to sharing. Hopefully, StreamYard won't hate on me today.
Hey, listen, it looks like it's been Facebook though, because I mean, so far so good. I mean, knock on wood, but we'll see. I mean, look at that chart.
Hold on.
Oh
no.
That chart look crazy though.
Let's do it again.
No.
Yeah, we're gonna clear it up.
Yeah, you're going to clear this up because it's going against what you usually say. You do stack the EMAs, man. They stack the other way.
Yeah.
I want to see what you're looking at.
Okay, here we go. So you all know how big I am on overall the overall market and the phase that the overall market is. So we can see here where Baba ran up into a phase two, we ran up with the phase two, we traded sideways, and then we traded down in this phase three, okay? We traded down, and we came back into another phase one right here. Let me just spread it out a little bit so you can see where we're going with this. So we traded into another phase one, which is also a demand zone. This is the demand zone. I can actually bring this all the way across, and you'll see that this is a level where the institutions are coming in to buy. So we have this demand zone here. Okay, and you can see, it's a demand zone from where price broke out right here, this huge green bar, and then we came back into it, and then we broke out again with another green bars. So we broke out from this phase one, moved up with this phase two. We topped out up here, this phase two, traded sideways, and then we came back down in a phase three. And now here we are back at a phase one on Alibaba. Okay. We got the RSI that's below 50 on the daily still, but here's what I'm looking at. Okay. We have where Alibaba actually broke out of the demand zone, or this money box right here. We broke out and we pull back into it. So what are we looking for when we pull back into this money box? We have this trend here from where Alibaba trended back down into this money box. We broke this trend line, this short-term trend line right here on Friday. So now price is back at the mean, and I'm looking for us to push up at least one ATR right now. But ultimately, this thing is actually coming all the way back up. It's actually coming back up here to the 260 area, right here, the 260 area in the long run. But that's my pick. That's the only reason, that you're right. The EMAs are not stacked right now on the daily, which is totally against what I like to see. But because we did break out of this trend channel here, this Alibaba is coming back up here to this level. So that's my pick for the week, and we can talk about it.
What strikes you looking at, and what date?
Oh, I'm looking at the money. Actually, what I really, depending on how much you have in your account, and for us in the MDC challenge, what I really like to see us do is that 220. That's what I really like to see.
For which date?
For 21 May.
May 21st, 220. All right, got it.
Is what I really like to see.
Okay.
Yeah, Baba is a great leap play from down here too.
So you're looking at the 75 delta.
Yes. 72 delta. But yeah, either there, or we could do the worst case scenario, we could do the 230s right at the moment. But I would really like to do either the 225s or the 220s.
Okay. All right, cool. So before we get in, I know a couple of us haven't went yet, but I know our brother Jay Johnson couldn't make it this day. He actually got his pick in. So, Tone, you can leave your charts up because I wanted you to pull up his pick.
Okay.
And his was Mara. And he actually is on the other side. He wants to run a put.
Mm-hmm.
And he says that it could be a weekly expiration. And he wants to run an at the money put. So we can take a look at that.
So his pick is not going to be based on a chart per se.
Mm-hmm.
Because actually Mara is the chart itself says it's actually going to be moving up, most likely. It's kind of bullish. But one thing about what's going on, can you post a link for the article?
Yeah, it was a CNBC article. Let me see if I could find that article.
Yeah, so his news is, his pick is based off of some news that came down about Bitcoin.
All right, let me pull them up.
And he wants to run that put on it.
Yeah.
I think it's good because I think Bitcoin is actually it's right now retracing, and I think it has a little bit more to retrace.
All right, so here's the story, and I'll pull this up real fast. Once they get the ad out my face. It says Turkish crypto exchange boss goes missing, reportedly taking $2 billion of investors' fund with him. So, Dodex, the crypto platform based in Turkey, said its platform has been temporarily closed to address an abnormal fluctuation in the company accounts. And local media is saying that the founder has flown to Albania, taking $2 billion of investors' funds with him.
Shit. Yeah, that money gone.
Hey, listen. I'm gonna save this article for my upcoming crypto class as the reason why you don't leave your money with no exchange.
Right?
You know, people say, why you keep telling me to take my stuff off Coinbase? Here you go.
Right.
So that news right there, right? You know, so this is, you know, an idea of sometimes we use the charts and sometimes we use the news, but that's a good example of that right there. So
Yep.
He said run it at 32 or 32.
Yeah, and even from a chart perspective, I think he's probably also looking at Bitcoin possibly retesting that 45 level, that 45K level, which is a 50 area. So I mean it's holding up right now. Mm-hmm. So kind of like what Tone was saying, Mara is kind of pointing possibly to the upside, but that's for now. You know, who knows what happens when everything really opens up.
And here's that chart on Bitcoin. We could look at that real quick. So I'm with this retracement. If this 54 level doesn't hold right here, Bitcoin is coming down here to this at least to this 43.9 area. If this level doesn't hold, which it could hold, because you got a support level right here, as well as this support right here for a couple of days. But if this level doesn't hold, then it's coming down here to 40,000. So it's at a critical point to see exactly what's going to happen with it, which the ideal thing to do here, and we can't do it on this particular chart, would be to actually draw a trend line here. If Bitcoin breaks back above that trend line, then it goes back up. It hits that trend line and then reverses down, then it's coming down here for sure, possibly down here, which is a much stronger level.
You say 44?
It's coming down here to 40. It's 43.397, 44.397. It's coming down there for sure. If it doesn't break back above this trend line, it's coming down here for sure. I guarantee you that.
Hey,
if this doesn't hold, then it's coming down to 40,000.
Right.
Oh man, when that happens, you know how folks are. If it drops from 64 to 40 that fast,
oh my God!
Oh yeah, they're panicking.
They're gonna panic, and I'll be buying everything known to man. So
yeah, they're gonna panic. That's why I say if it comes down here, my thesis is if it comes down here to this 44,397, people are going to panic, and it's definitely going to come down here to 40,000, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So that's why Jay wants to take Mara, and then as far as I'll show this other screen, we can look at this. As far as
you got some folks. Tanisha, thank you for finding your way over to the YouTube stream. We appreciate that. Chris, what's going on, Chris? Don's back over here. Yes, everybody, please do me a favor, hit the like button, share it out, and all that. And homegirl from the Hamptons, Tone agrees with the Baba. It's funny watching everybody on the YouTube because they don't have like their real name, so we get to see like we get to see. So Ronnie says he got in on Baba on Thursday, so he's in there. Nice.
Another good traded news. What's going on?
Yeah, Chris said I feel like I've been waiting on Baba for an eternity. And Tanisha said, what was that strike on Baba? Let me pull that back up. That strike.
Strike was 220 or 230.
Yeah, between 220 and 230. And this is Frank. Mark. Frank, laugh at your name marked out. Why Mara over Riot? You know, it's a good question because they generally seem to go kind of run the same way.
He said he likes Mara because he said it got more rain.
Okay, there you go. There's the answer.
Yeah, because I asked him that question. I asked Jay that question before, and he said Mara has more range.
Actually, right now, Riot has more range.
But I mean, that was his answer to me.
Yeah, and it was at the time. It was Mara did normally have more range, but over the past, because it takes into consideration the previous 14 days, over the past 14 days, Riot has had 6.7
points of range.
Points of range, and Mara has had 5.5.
Okay.
All right. So homegirl from the Hamptons. I know you're talking about it coming down. We'll go back up, right? So here's the thing about that. Long term, it depends on what time frame you're talking about. Because Tone just gave his analysis on what he thinks will happen if it does that drop. He believes it'll drop all the way down. But are you talking long term or are you talking short term? Because to me, I'm all about the long term. And long term, I think it will, which is why I'm hoping it actually drops so I could buy more. So also, wouldn't it be a good idea to do a leap on Mara? If you believe it's going up long term, once it does go down that way, that's when you will buy your leap to try to catch it like lower going back the other way. So I'll put your options chain back up, Tone.
Yeah. So what did Jay say he wanted to do?
At the money. So either 32 or 32.50.
For 21 May?
No, he said a weekly. He said for 430.
Oh, 430?
Yep. A weekly at the money put. So I guess he believes it's going to
32. Oh, put.
Yep.
Okay. 32 or 32.50?
Yep.
256. The more, to be quite honest, the more open interest in volume is at 35.
I mean, we can do that too. We got the money to do whatever it is. We
Still cheap.
What I mean? Yeah, it ain't gonna cost you $1 million.
Have we did the disclaimer yet too, man?
Absolutely, yes, but I will do it again just because you reminded me that this is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and trading involves risk. Please do your own due diligence, but this is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Generally, we stream this within our private groups as our weekly class, but Facebook was hating on us, so we did bring it to YouTube, and we said, forget it. We're just going to leave it out in the public, let the public see what we do on a week-to-week basis at MDC Strategy. So there's that. So yeah, with that being said, that is his play. This week for me was kind of crazy. We were talking about this as we were coming on, with everything being at an all-time high. So, Pastor, I'll let you go last, Pastor. What I'm looking at is a little risky. I'm looking at Microsoft at 260. And why do I say that? Because I know Spoon is going to say something about earnings, right? But I feel like it's going to make us move one way or the other. So we'll know pretty soon. But I'm looking at Microsoft, and let me pull up my strike price here. To be honest with you, I generally would go with 521, but I don't think we're going to need a 521. I don't want to go with 430 because I don't want the passer to cuss me out. So maybe I'll go the week after that. But I'm looking at the money, right at the money. Microsoft. Let me pull up.
You saying the Microsoft, huh?
Looking at May 7th?
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to look at the volume real fast. That's the one thing I didn't do is look at the volume on. But again, I don't think that even would matter. I think we'll be out of here. One way or the other.
What strike you looking at? Oh man, you got earnings in 2 days.
Exactly. That's why I said we'll know.
Pastor, don't say nothing. I got him. Don't say nothing.
I know he's about to cook me.
Let him finish.
No, I know that.
Pastor, don't say nothing. I got it.
I know.
Okay. I'm gonna let you play Peter for me, man. You're gonna be Peter.
Listen, me and Spoon had this convo, right? Me and Spoon had this convo when we first, like, before they start hating on us. And I told him what I was looking at, and he was like, "Well, you know, it's a big earnings week." I said, "I know." I said, "But honestly, that's why I said I don't think I would go 4:30 because I think we'll be out of there ahead of time. We're gonna know one way or the other." Now, with that being said, I know it's a risky play, but I think we'll know pretty soon because of that earnings. And I do think that they will do well with earnings as well. So it was two I was looking at. I was looking at Google and I was looking at Microsoft. And actually both of them have earnings this week, don't they?
Yeah, they do, but I like Google better than.
But here's is earnings Tuesday?
Stop, Pastor. I got it.
Listen, hold on though. Yes, it is Tuesday. Yes, it is Tuesday, Pastor.
Before or after the bill?
Yeah, but Corey, real quick though. The thing about Google is this though. I love Google. I actually like Google probably better than a lot of the other places I'm looking at. I was looking at the price of the contract though. That's the one thing I was looking at.
Okay.
The contract versus the price of a Microsoft contract. But I do like Google as well. Spoon, go ahead and cook me real quick, man. I knew it was coming. We had the conversation already.
So I just want to imagine this, right? We're in the MDC, right? Let's just imagine something.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the MDC. I don't know where everybody's accounts are, but one of the number one rules is you allocate the whole fund to your trade, right?
Yeah.
So all right, so let's say roundabout, you're gonna allocate $2,000 to your trade. You got multiple contracts, and you're playing this into earnings. Let's say earnings. I don't know when the earnings is, but let's say earning is Tuesday, right? And it's going to be after the bell.
Mm-hmm.
Have some calls. And Microsoft got down $5.
Well, first of all, we out before then, right? So I don't want to hold anything.
So are you going to play it through earnings, or are you getting out before earnings?
No, I want to get out before earnings. I want to make this play tomorrow morning. I want to be done before they actually announce earnings.
Okay, I have no argument there.
That was the objective. I don't like honestly. This is just my personal opinion. I played myself this year doing it one time. And actually, I still made out okay, but I generally like to hold anything through earnings, right? I mean, unless it's a leap. If it's a leap, obviously,
yeah, that's no problem.
Yeah, but
no problem.
Short-term moves like this, especially naked moves like this, I don't like to hold through earnings.
All right, that's all I'm saying.
Man,
I don't like to hold through earnings. This is why I started with I knew it would be resistance to this, but this honestly is what I'm looking at right now. So
So, me being direct, you already know how I feel going into earnings, having that much risk on. So, that's why I play spreads around earnings or a defined risk strategy. I don't like to have too much risk into earnings because it's always a coin flip. We could look at the brother Jay, and, he tested this publicly where, he held some of his Netflix position. And Netflix took a beat. They came out beat, but they took a beating on earnings, and that's one of my number one reasons why I don't like touching earnings, as far as directionally without going into it. I don't like to go into it naked. Let's just
now here's the thing though. I like to catch things running into earnings. Now this is kind of short term because earnings is Tuesday, right? Yeah. So it's definitely kind of short term. But it popped up bullish on a couple of my radars as well. But.
Okay.
Let me see. So let me see what Frank says. And you can do an OCO order, not get stopped out, and then get demolished after, right? If it's bad and blow by your stop. But you don't have to necessarily do it that way. If your plan is to not go through earnings, you could just sell your contract. You don't have to like get blown by if you're doing an OCO order. So
yeah.
And it also depends if you set your OCO order as a marked order too. But,
the market order wouldn't even matter because imagine if we got down, you're going to get down on the market.
But that's why I said we're getting out. We're getting out before then. It's after. It's
I can go with that though, Jim. If we getting out before, I can go with it.
So the thing is,
I can, no. It's not a trade that I would typically do.
Here's my thing though.
I'm gonna pull up when I do my play. I'm gonna pull up the chart and I'm gonna show you why I'm like nah.
I'm fine with it. I'm rolling with that.
But here's what I'm saying though. For something like this, before it actually goes to earnings, I'm not even going to try to get to 30. I'll see where it is, but I won't even get to 30. If I'm up 10, 15, I'm taking that. I don't want to hold through earnings at all. But Pastor, you can pull it up now, Pastor.
All right, hold on. But now, and here's the thing: it's not of course, Microsoft is a workhorse, right? But here's my thing I'm looking at on Microsoft, because I got my players earning is got earnings coming up too, but it's not Tuesday. That's the crazy part. So here's the thing I'm looking at, right? And I'm gonna just take off some of these. Well, I'm gonna take off this line for right now, just so take down some of the confusion.
And I understand it is above the 20, the 50, 200. So I wasn't trying to catch it like coming back up there. But again, go ahead though.
Well, my only thing with Microsoft, remember, okay, we were looking at this box, this money box, or this range for a long time, right? It's about a 9-point range, and it finally broke out. But when it broke out, I mean, it broke out good. So you got 1 times that box, 2 times that box, and it's actually 3 times, right? It's holding the 8-day, which is this line right here. It's holding the EMA moving average of 8. But my thing is, I mean, I guess what strike are you playing? You playing at the money to get to possibly the top of this box?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Because then at that point, my only thing is, are you even able to get in? Because even at the top of that box, you're talking about you got a FIBO sitting here at 264, which is really not even at the top of that box. And the top of that box is 266, right? So you might get to 265, right? But are you going? Would you even be able to get in? That's a good
question. That is a risk. That is a risk.
You know.
Well, I'll add commentary to it.
See, I told you this is when I put this out there. I knew this was about to happen just based upon me and Spoon's conversation.
Yeah, Microsoft is gonna come back down, but to Jim's point, Microsoft. It's a tough one. I think that we're going to get up to everything is set up for this to get up to 265.27, which is 3 ATR from the mean. I think we get there. 265.27 is the next spot up. If we break out of that box, we get to 265.27. However, the squeeze that took place has expired. Like we're way past 8 candles on the squeeze. So I'm not sure if it's going to have enough strength to get there. The key is going to be on Monday if it holds that 9 or not. That's going to be the key. When the market opens, is it going to hold a 9? This play is purely going to be based on price action.
Yeah.
Honestly. We can't even put no analysis into it, really. It's going to be on price action because if it gets above the 9 and starts to trend, then it'll trend up to 265. If it can't, then it's going to come down.
Yeah, I mean.
But then you don't. I understand that, but then you still got earnings in the way. You got an event that's in the way of that.
Yep, I think he's looking at getting to 30% tomorrow.
I am. Absolutely, I am.
He's looking at getting to 30 quick, which is possible.
Or Tuesday morning at the latest on a little pop.
At the latest, I am not trying to hold this to earnings, Spoon, at all. Like I don't want that kind of like negativity in my life. Although it could go the other way, but I don't want.
And don't get me wrong, it's a coin flip. It could. It could pop and go to 270. You know, I'm not saying it can't, but I'm just saying.
Even though it's probably going to test this level after earnings right here, it's going to test this 245 after earnings.
Hey, listen, that's possible too. Because if it does that, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to catch this before earnings.
Right.
And depending upon what earnings happens, I'm trying to also catch it on the other way, going back down. So don't be surprised to see me back here next Sunday.
About Microsoft put.
Yeah, the expected move.
I got you.
1150.
Okay.
Expected move is what? The expected move is what?
1150 for this week.
Mm.
So okay, I
So
got you.
that goes exactly to what Passy was talking about.
And this is kind of like also the money is flowing on the bullish side. It's got a signal of bullish as well. So that's kind of what's going on here. And they have
All
a
right. So
couple,
what was
they got a
what was the strike?
260.
260, and you talking about May 7th?
Yeah, see, so honestly though, Pastor, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was thinking about the 432, but I just didn't want you to cuss me out. But I definitely was.
Well, I mean, at this point, I mean, a 430. Yeah, if you trying to go be out Tuesday, then why pay for the time? I mean, yeah.
So let's just do a 430. Let's just keep it simple and do a 430 because I'm definitely gonna be out one way or the other. But just showing you a little bit of the order sentiment in the market right now is completely bullish. So we'll see though.
260.
Anyway, 260 for 260 strike price, data 430. So James,
I'll probably go more in the money, honestly.
I mean, hey, I'm always
considering what we're dealing with.
To go further in the money, I'm always okay with that. I don't like going too far out the money, but I'm always okay with going further in the money. And James, you are right. I am gonna make Pastor cuss. I'm trying to refrain from making him cuss though. But
especially since we're on the tube, you don't want to be on tube. You don't want to be on the tube cussing.
No, his congregation can see and everything.
Yeah, we're not in our private group right now, so I ain't trying to make Pastor.
Yeah. We ain't trying to expose my man to the room.
It's all good, man. I didn't come out the womb say, you know what I'm
saying? We don't want the congregation to know he a baby Kirk Franklin.
So that's what it is right there.
Hey, I'm already a packing pastor, so they probably figure I'm a cussing pastor too.
I ain't mad at that.
I thought everybody in Georgia is packing. Like, I thought that's what it is. I thought that was like
it is. You better have that CCW.
Yeah.
Right. Oh man.
I know y'all in Georgia, so everybody in Georgia, that's just like, you turn 18, here you go. Well, actually, 18.
Exactly.
18, my fault. I mean to 18.
Yeah, man. Listen.
Anyway, so
you get a rifle for your 10th birthday.
All right, so that's what I'm looking at though. But let's keep it moving though. We got one more play left?
Yeah. Me, right?
Yep, is definitely you.
All right, so I'm gonna take I'll make it quick and painless. I'm gonna take it's got earnings, but the earnings is a little bit later. I'm going with PayPal.
Oh.
I'm going with PayPal right here, mainly because of the fact that I got to bounce off of this 21 EMA right here. Also got the 8 curling up. Probably do need just a little bit of confirmation on at this 0.786 on this FIBO right here, which is kind of pretty much where it is at the money already, like 266 something. So just a little bit move above that, but I like it from a standpoint also because it probably will get a little run into earnings. So also looking at the XLF, which is kind of where I got the idea from, because the ETF, the XLF, if you look at the XLF, we bounced off the 21. The 8 is already closed above the 8. Is testing this high right here. So if XLF is able to really take out this high, then it's going, it's carrying everything else with it. So that's why I like PayPal. Now where I'm probably gonna get cussed out at is I like the strike I'm looking at is out of the money. I'm looking at the 270.
That's not
the 270 strike on that.
Yeah, that's not like.
But I'm looking at the monthly.
You're not
yeah, that's not egregious.
Yeah, because I see some folks be like, "Yeah, give me a 390," and trying to.
Right.
Yeah, so
I want that 390 PayPal. 270. I'm looking at the 270. The only reason I like the 270 versus even the in the money type stuff, because the 265 is okay, but Corey would have jumped on me on that open interest. It only had like about 150 on the open interest, even though the volume on Friday was about almost 4 times that, 3 times at least. But the open interest on 270s are real high. So that's why I'm looking at the 270. The delta on that is not, I think the delta on that 270 is only, 46. So it ain't a 100% lotto, but it's getting close to being one.
Pastor, this is actually on my list. On my list of actually one of the plays I was going to put out there, but I had a 260 strike. I was further in the money.
Okay, you went in the money.
Yeah, I had a 260.
I'm showing all the open interest on the 267.50, not the 270. Is that
on May 21? I'm looking at the May 21.
I'm looking at May 21. I'm showing 10,000 open interest on the 267.50.
Yeah, I'm showing the same thing on 270 on my end. I got it on 270.
No, I'm sorry. It's 270. It's 270.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say, I'm like, do I need to fire E-Trade?
No, it's 270.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now, what chameleon looking like with that one?
All right. So I mean, I can show you because I actually have it up because this is literally, I'll pull it up because it's one of the things I was looking at. But again, I was at 260, which was right. So here it is here. So yeah, that 10,000 right there, that is 270. But yeah, I was looking at the 260 has a little bit of volume there as well. But let's check out the sentiment. So 7,000 contracts is a little bit below the 30-day average, but it's still on the bullish side.
All right.
It's still on the bullish side.
Yeah, and I just like the 270 because it's close, and it's a little cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's gonna move, it's gonna let us know and it won't take long to get to that 270 because really on the chart I'm looking at the resistance of about 274. So kind of playing that middle. I sometimes like to play the middle of where my resistance is and where the current price is. So I like to sometimes pull that middle strike.
All right.
Oh, there's nothing to dislike about that.
Yeah. All right, so that's it right there. So Passer has PayPal 270 strike.
521.
This is interesting, right? So let's see. All right, so here's what we're gonna do, right? So I'm gonna go through all the picks real fast, and then we can we can
see what the people talking about.
Let's see what the folks is talking about, man. Told me to leave Passer alone. His body. Go with the CCV.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Thanks for the check for me on Jumia last week. I got puts and got more hard shares on the low. There you go. Nice. Congratulations on that. All right, so CJ says I'm in PayPal 618. $300 call. He's up 100%. I'm still hoping for more.
You just out there.
You been eating long enough.
You can put a trailer stop on that and lock in some games. Put a trailer stop on that and lock in some games, man.
You've been eating long enough now. Stop being greedy.
Yeah, lock in some games big time. Seriously.
Man, listen, hold that PayPal.
Hey.
Ain't nobody telling me to get rid of it. You just said put a trailer stop on it.
Yeah, trailer. Ain't no use going from 100 up to 50 down.
I'm a personal witness to some atrocities in that respect. So they are 1,000% right in that respect, but it's only at a 55 on the RSI right now. It got a little ways to go.
It definitely got room to move. But what we're saying is locking 50 or something like that. You know what I mean? Locking at least if you gonna hold it, you might as well get paid.
Right. Lock in at least 30. At least 30.
It's funny, right? Because that literally was like my second pick, but I wanted to hear y'all cuss me out with Microsoft. So I definitely love the PayPal play.
You was just trolling, basically.
No,
just Microsoft trolling.
I agree with that. Listen, I agree that it's going to go one way or the other, but I absolutely do like the PayPal play. So We do got a comment in from. Check the estimated move calculator post. So Austin Journal with NBA.
Yes, we did.
Yo, it's funny you say that, right? Because I have this up here. Good brother Jamil. I have it up here because I was going to show that. It's a tool, another tool. We like to share all the tools that folks give us. So he shared this calculator. This is an estimated move calculator, and it's from Options AI. Let me pull it up real fast because I do have it up. I have PayPal up. So it's tools for the folks watching. Here's another tool for you. And shout out to Jamil because he put us down with this little website. It's called tools.optionsai as artificial intelligence.com/expected-move. So here's what it's giving you for PayPal. It says expected move 7.3%. So the Bears expected to go to 246 and the Bulls as high as 285 for May 21st.
So that means it got $20 a run one way or the other.
Yeah. So that's how it is. So you put your symbol in here. Let's just see. Let's try Microsoft. Let me take the other ones out because I was looking at Pepsi and PayPal. Here you go, Microsoft here. So 4.4% move. So this is the tool that Jamil put us down with. It's pretty dope. There's something else to look at as you're doing your analysis to find an expected move.
What's the one that you was using, Tone, that was giving us the analysis from the
tip ranks.
Yeah, tip ranks.
Okay, so here's another one for you though. Just to give you guys extra tools.
Yeah.
Tools.optionsai.com is where we got it from. Shout out to Jamil for that. Jamil, if you don't mind, put it in the comments so it can sit in the comments too.
Yeah, I think this is a broker too. When I clicked on it on the main page, it's like it's some type of broker also.
Yeah, so they give you a lot of data, but you can also trade right through there, right? Yeah, so that is true. So that's what it is. I appreciate that. Always looking for new tools and new things to look at. So what else we got? Ronnie said, "Hold that PayPal fee earnings, YOLO."
Don't know about that one.
Well, no. Here's the thing, though. It truly depends on how many contracts he got, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if he got something he can split off, then I mean, I've done that before. If I'm carrying multiples, I'll sell off most of them and carry one or two through earnings just to YOLO a little bit. I mean, because at that point they're free.
Yeah, at that point you done earned all the money on them, so it don't matter.
I ain't taking nothing through earnings. I don't give a damn.
You gonna take your leaps through them earnings?
Leap. That's different though.
You gonna take them leaps through earnings?
Yeah, that's different. Leaps, I will take leaps through earnings, but no, not no swings.
Yeah,
I agree.
Oh man. All right, so that's what
he ain't taking nothing.
You ain't
taking the free contract through, man.
What's the name? M-Phase. Billy wanted to know if the M-Phase play from last week still in play.
Okay, so let me go back and see if I can find Billy's comment. Oh, all right, here it is, right here. Can you repeat M-Phase?
That was from last week.
Yeah. So
M-Phase. She wanted to know is it still viable?
Well,
could you do the contract again?
What say you, Cor?
I say it's still viable because it still got a lot of pop. It still got a lot of room because the upside for M-Phase is like 210 and it's at 166.
What's the ticker again for that, Corey?
ENPH.
So here's
M-Phase is still in the squeeze too.
All right, here's CJ giving you a little bit more perspective about his PayPal contracts. He had two. He sold one when it was up 200%.
Okay, well then you already won.
The second one went down 75% and then back up. So he still got the one.
I actually face more this week.
Yeah, M-Phase got some legs, man. It's
more.
Yeah.
So everybody's saying like M-Phase more this week. Hold up though, that's not on our list. But again,
it would have been a pick.
Yeah,
it should have been his pick.
Yeah, I picked it. I mean, before. I guess we was on the other broadcast, but I said I like M-Phase still from that I picked from last week, and I still like MasterCard from 2 weeks ago. That one still got legs.
I like that one. I like MasterCard. I mean,
but
Enphase and MasterCard still got running.
But now Enphase got earnings on the 27th also, right?
Yes.
Yes. No, the pastor about to change his whole mind.
Yeah, I liked it until then. Because looking at the chart, I see Enphase can get to about 180 area before it hits some real resistance. But
yeah, you never know with the earnings, which is why I didn't pick it, because I didn't want to do a gym. I didn't want to do a gym and have y'all cuss me out about the earnings being so quick.
Hey, listen, man.
I ain't want no smoke.
All right, so Dawn, you said you had to step away. Did Jay leave a play too?
Yeah, he did. Mara puts at the money.
Yeah. So
but what's the name said do it at 35 because Tone said do it at 35 instead of at the money because that's where all the action is.
So Dawn, the Mara 430. So it's this week. It's a weekly $35 strike, but it's a put. That's the play. So now, with that being said, thank you, Dawn, for saying that, because I'm just going to go through all the plays that we have up until now, so we can start to talk about what's going on. Spoon has SMH 245, 250, 521. Corey TNA 95 or 96 with a 430. Tone Baba 220, 521. I got Microsoft 260, 430, but realistically it's a 427. Antonio 270, PayPal 521, and Jay at the Money Mara put $35 for 430. So this is an interesting week for one reason, because this is the first week where we have like 3 literal weekly plays. Usually our plays are all monthly plays. We got 3 weeklies and 3 monthlies. So this is interesting nonetheless. So for the folks watching live, leave us a comment. What out of these plays, which one are you interested in, or which one do you like, do you dislike? For us gentlemen, let's get the chopping this fable. I'll go first and give you a play that I like that isn't my play. I'm deciding between 2 of them. I like, I always like all you guys' plays. I do like the Baba play, but I think I'm leaning towards PayPal just because it was also on my list. Corey, outside of your play, what other play do you like?
I like SMH.
Okay. I also like that Mara play too. But but SMH, I like that play too. This is tough. Pastor, outside of your PayPal play, what play do you like?
Outside of my PayPal, I ain't gonna lie. I like the Microsoft, and I'm gonna run it as my little lotto for this week because I always pick me a lotto for the week. So I'm gonna run that. But
tell me you like to play.
I'm gonna run it for a lotto. Like I said, a lotto. Meaning I don't care what had happened to it.
Hey, listen, I got you.
But as far as an actual play, like where I'm putting money at, so to speak, I like SMH.
SMH. Okay. So Tone, how about you, good brother? Outside of your play of Baba, what other ones are you interested in?
Shit. Excuse me.
It's all good. So Octavia's chiming. Octavia says she likes that Mara put.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that either. Everybody watching, what y'all like? Ronnie and CJ. I know y'all master traders too. What y'all out of the plays we talked about, Ronnie and CJ? I'm interested to see what you guys like. You too, Dawn. All y'all. Let me know what y'all like.
Yeah. Put it in the comments. Which one would y'all prefer out of what we done?
Yeah, I want to see what y'all got.
What y'all got?
More opportunity to which one he likes outside of his own play.
Chop.
Honestly, I could go PayPal, SMH.
Yeah, SMH seems like
or Microsoft. I could go either way. I like the Microsoft too, believe it or not. Long as we closing it out quick as
we got to close it. That's why I said it's really a 427 contract because we getting out of there.
It's tough. It's
all right, so
tough. I could do since the consensus is leaning towards SMH. I like SMH too.
All right, so we got some comments.
So it's really, SMH or PayPal.
Frank says I'm pulling the Corey and running that Mara regardless. I heard that.
Nothing wrong with that.
And CJ, you really help us with this comment. It says I'm already in PayPal and Bob, but I'm playing everything. All right. Ronnie says SMH looks exactly like TSM, so I go with that because he's in TSM.
Yeah, them semis about to pop.
Yeah. So Bonnie likes the Baba play. Billy likes the SMH play. And James said SMH is one of his workhorses. PayPal has unusual put activity on the September 145 puts.
I'll be gone before then.
Yeah, that's in September. We trying to get a. We trying to bust a
I ain't
grub.
holding two earnings.
Yeah, we trying to bust a grub before we get to the head. Before we get to that.
all I need PayPal to do is get back to 274, and I'm out. Or 164, 174, whatever it is, I'm out. So.
All right. Well, I will say this though: the SMH play. Not that I'm looking for the safest play, but it seems like I don't want to call it the more conservative play, but it seems like I like the play, so I could go with SMH.
Because it's an ETF, it'll give us time to get in, and
Yeah.
so that's the other thing. Like,
so Ilya says Mara gives her PTSD, so that's one of them. So for the folks who maybe have never seen this before, a lot of us have companies that give us PTSD. Mine is Chewy. But everybody has that one company, one or two or multiple companies.
Boeing.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Boeing got earnings coming up this week too. I was looking at Boeing hard.
Boeing could have 1 million contracts for 1 million brand new contracts. They ain't getting my money.
That's funny.
All right, so no, I do like the SMH play. I mean, man.
But now, Spoon, going back to the SMH, you chose that one because instead of a actual ticker, just to stay away from the earnings risk a little bit.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I really like Corey play, but I don't like TNA, and I like IWM better. And this goes against his trading thing too. Is because we both like volume. I just don't understand why this motherfucker like TNA.
Because the 3 times leverage gives us the instant pop.
Yeah,
but so even though that has more volume,
it has almost the same chart. And the IWM, we can go out longer with the IWM because
if we can do that, I don't have a problem with that. I just don't want to hold it for a month.
Somebody pull the other one up. Let's look at the other one.
Pull up IWM.
Tom, pull up IWM.
Yeah, let's look at it.
And then it's the same thing, but
it's the exact same chart.
It's the same chart.
Because TNA follows IWM.
Before we go to it, I'm just gonna show this for all of my brothers that love volume and open interest. Y'all remember a few weeks ago, y'all brother told y'all at about 290, what we was at, about 290 a few weeks ago. I told y'all about this. We went over this analysis on EL. Now we were a little early. We were a little early to the game, but y'all killed me because it didn't have volume and open interest. And what I say, if you build it, they will come.
Hey, listen, Tone, I bought in. You see, my last couple plays didn't have it. I bought into your theory, so you ain't got to tell me. I bought in.
And they came. So moving to Corey's, he want to pull up IWM.
He had to show us that though.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at you.
He made sure to show us,
man. Listen, Tone been at this for a minute, so I ain't mad when the master traded thump on his chest. You know what I mean?
little King Kong.
Yeah.
What I like about it, let me just put it out there. What I like about it, obviously, we got a squeeze that's coming up. We got a rotation. I'm not saying we're rolling out of tech, but energy and financials look good, and that's what mostly holds in IWN or the Russell. And it has. I just like to set up on IWM because of the squeeze. As far as the MACD, we're at right there at the 0 line. So that's what I like about it. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to seem like I'm arguing out of SMH because that still would be my play. But if I had to pick something outside of SMH, it would be this.
Yeah, I mean, it's the exact same chart.
Or yours is
TNA. TNA.
TNA.
It's the exact same
y'all
chart.
making that hard to remember. TNA.
Hey, it's wrestling. That's all.
So
that's not wrestling.
And it's not necessarily. I'm not arguing the chart on this. As I'm arguing, like what me and Corey would normally be on the same page.
Yeah, with IWM, but yeah.
Right.
It's way more value in IWM than it is in TNA.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's why I like the IWM. If I had to pick something outside of my play, that's
like IWM moves. It actually does move a lot too. It has some range.
I didn't even look at the beta on it. I'll check it out.
IWM has a lot of. It's 1.1 on.
All right, so yeah, so that's a comfort zone for me. I'm good with that.
Hey, Tone, we got a question in the chat. They want to know what's the story between you and Boeing. It sounds like something serious happened there. So
yeah. In 2020, I probably lost 10,000-15,000 on Alibaba.
Not Alibaba, you mean?
I mean, not Baba, Boeing. I'm sorry, Boeing during the year. And the thing was, it wasn't that the analysis was wrong. Sometimes your timing is just off. But it just like and to this point with the EL play, I actually took a little loss on the EL play because my timing was wrong. Had I held it, I would have made my money. But I took a loss on the EL play because the timing was wrong, and my timing is just off with Baba. So Boeing. So I just don't mess with it. That cost me a lot of money.
If you recognize that you can't time it correctly, like that's a good thing. Like leave some of these companies alone. There's enough companies for you to find ones that you can time right and eat off of those. So Dawn says that she likes PayPal and SMH. So Tanisha said she got in on the EL and she ate. Thank you, Tone.
Congratulations, congrats.
In general, which MVA do you all give the most weight to when looking at plays after hours on the weekend? The 50, 100, or 200? How do you use it in conjunction with expected move? Good question.
All right, so, which moving average would you do the most weight?
50-day moving average, 100-day moving average, or the 20,
so out of the 50, 100, 200, which ones do you guys use, if any?
Are they asking for at the hours? Or
yeah. So when the market is still,
really don't matter.
Yeah, that I don't think that will really matter because the market is still most of the like your 20s, your 50s, your 100s, 2s, those are bigger time frame moving averages. Something like that you would want to get like an 8, something, or VWAP, something that's very, very close to price action.
Yeah, you want to see.
This was my second pick. This was my second pick.
On a 50.
You want to see where the price action closed for the day. That'll give you a good idea of what might happen, but really, you can't really make a judgment based off of what you see from the close out.
And I guess you may be looking at it from a screening standpoint. I'm gonna take it from that approach because I'm more of an end of the day trader where I look at the stuff at the end of the day and see what I'm gonna do next. And so you may be looking at it from a screening standpoint, like is the price above the 50? Is it above the 100? So they let me know it's in an uptrend, that kind of thing. So I don't know. And if that's the case, if that's how he's looking at it, then I'm looking at the 21, the 55. Just to see where the price is in relation to those moving averages, if he's looking at it from that standpoint.
Yeah, and it depends on what type of trade you're trying to make. If you're looking at making a play for the long haul, then ideally what you want to see is something that's close to the 50 or the 200. If you find something near the 50 or the 200, it's a in the words of Jim Cramer, buy. You know, and then every now and then you'll get something that goes below the 50 or the 200. You know, but if you're looking at things, if you can find something on a weekly chart that is down near the 50 or down near the 20, then you know that's a trade that you want to take.
For that bounce.
Huh?
I said we looking for that bounce. We talk about being down there.
So, but again, it depends on, you know, if you're looking at taking a day trade, a swing trade, or if you're looking at a buy and hold position. That'll help kind of make the determination.
Yeah, it depends on your strategy.
All right, so where are we at this moment, gentlemen? So we look like Spoon likes outside of his play. He likes always play with the caveat that it's not TNA. So
it's not the leverage ETF, that it's the actual move. It's the actual
ETF.
Yeah, ETF.
But it looks like PayPal got shown a lot of love as well. So we got to get down to it. We got to get to chopping his favor. But it looks like SMH got the, most of us agreed to SMH play. I think that's the one we all agreed on. Corey, you said you like that play too, right?
Yeah. Outside of
and Pastor, you like SMH, right?
Yeah, outside of my own, yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, that PayPal looking appealing.
I mean, all of you to me. I ain't gonna lie to you because
I'm running the top three. I'm running SMH, PayPal, and Microsoft.
Yeah, so I'm definitely running my Microsoft play. I like PayPal too. I might run TNA with you, Corey, just to see how that 3 times leverage, see whether it hurts me or not.
You want to see what it feel like?
No, I've never ran a 3 times leverage. I've never done that, so I want to see just how fast that thing moves.
Yeah, it moves.
Maybe I'll put that on a paper trade. But anyway, with that being said, Tone, SMH, are you okay with SMH?
Yeah, I'm cool with either one.
All right, so sounds like SMH is the play. Could you pull it up while you got your screen up, Tone? Or just take a look.
Got it right here.
That's SMH right there? Okay. So we're talking about the 245, the 250, 521. Let's see what that what price that is. Semis.
The 521.
I definitely like this play. Yeah.
But now with the semis earnings all kind of stacking up with each other, you don't see no earnings risk even with the ETF.
The number one earnings risk was TSM. They already passed.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're the number one, in this one right here.
In this one. And also Intel has passed, I believe.
Yep.
So we're past Intel and we're coming up. I look into AMD is coming up, and I believe NVIDIA is coming up. And to be honest with y'all, I believe both of them was going to blow their earnings out. That's not 100%.
I actually was going to pick NVIDIA until I saw that you picked. I was going to pick NVIDIA until I saw that you picked SMH.
So yeah, I think NVIDIA.
I had NVIDIA too, but their contracts a little expensive on the ones I was looking at.
So I believe they both going to have great earnings, but I'd rather mess with the SMH instead.
All right, and Westland Stand about to drop some gifts. Hold up, though. I miss Microsoft. What is it, Billy? The Microsoft play was a weekly 430, a 260 strike price, but it's a caveat. We said we were getting out of that by the 27th because of earnings. We didn't want to hold through earnings. So regardless of no matter whether we up, down, we want to get out of that before earnings because we don't want to leave ourselves exposed to some news and earnings that makes it drop like a bad habit. So we were talking about Microsoft 260 strike, and we were going to hold to the 27th. That was the Microsoft play. All right, so NIO is this week.
Yeah, let me say something on the EVs. I don't know if you all have been paying attention, but there's a rotation happening right now back into EVs. Slowly happening. NEO is coming back up here to the top of this. It's going to complete this W pattern. So it's coming back up here to 46. it'll start consolidating somewhere around this area for a next move. But if you look at NEO as a whole, if we just zoom out and look at the chart as a whole, you see stage 1, 2 up, you see the stage 3, you see the stage 4 decline, and you see us back in a stage 1
in stage
right here.
1, yeah. It's back in stage 1, about to start that incline for stage 2.
Yeah, so it's first level. My first level is 46. Second level is back up here to 55.
Even if it even don't get to 56, what's this level where the right above the purple line? What's that right there?
Above here, this
right,
line?
Right above that, yeah. What's that?
This level is the top of the W. This is the
so that's the 46 level.
Yeah, that's
so
46. That's the pattern completion.
It's definitely tracking for that. It's definitely tracking for that.
Yeah. We're gonna get a little bit of resistance right here, but we got some confluence. It'll be by the time we get to this point, we'll have some confluence right here where you got the top of the W or the top of the W. And then this is the 50. This is the 50-day moving average right here. So by the time we get here, we'll have confluence. This and this will be at the same area. So once it gets through that, then it's coming on back. 46 will be easy once it gets through that. But ultimately, it's coming back up here.
So
and
Billy,
if you look,
Billy wants to know about plug too, because you talked about the money rotating back.
Right. Okay, I'll show plug and I'll show blink. You can see the price action on blink. Only thing is, it's making the middle part of the W, which means that it's going to retrace a little bit. First, it's going to go up, hit this point, and then retrace a little bit down before it goes up. But if you're looking at leaps, like again, we're at a point where you got your sideways, you got your up, you got your sideways, you got down, and then you got your sideways action right here. So remember, if we put a money box right here, you remember when you pull it down out of the box, the strongest move is when you pull out of the box, pull just below a support area, and then you break out of it. So that's where we're at on blink and plug. Same thing. You see all these charts look the same. They're all of them. They're all back in a stage 1, waiting to go to a stage 2. You see the stage 1 here. You see the run up, stage 3, stage 4 decline, and now we're back in the stage 1. So plug is ready too. And you see here, this same area, this is the demand zone. This is it right here. Where you see this candle broke out, that's breaking out of the demand zone. So all of this area right here is where the institutions have been sitting, waiting for their orders to get filled. Now they're down here and filling those orders. So now you'll probably see a pop out of this here within the next week or two.
Yep, because it's like you said, it pulled underneath that line, and that's one of the strongest moves. So
this the 200.
I mean,
so once price gets back above the 200, technically, with plug, I will say this though. Technically, we're still in a downtrend, so you got to be careful and wait for it to make its move. We're down here near the 30 RSI, which is great. But you got to be careful. You got to wait for this to make its move first. Don't try to time it and jump in early. Just wait. When you see right now what we have, what letting you know, and if I pulled up the MACD, you'll probably see where it's actually about to make its move. But when you see these EMAs start to come together, I'm probably should just be doing this in the training, but oh well. When you see these moving averages start to all converge on each other and start to turn up, that's where you know that the move is about to take place. So once you see the 9 over the 13, the 9 and the 13 over the 20 or 21, then you know the move is about to occur. And that's where you want to jump in. But technically, price needs to get back above the 20 first. Once price gets back above the 20, then you can start looking at taking it up. And it's starting to curl. You know, I always tell you guys about that curl. This is that curl right here that's starting to slowly happen on the daily. So it's almost there.
I know once the 9 is above the VWAP, that's when it's a go.
It's a go.
All right, so
9 above the VWAP.
So this is CJ. CJ said you told him Neo was going down to $30 last week. He bought August 40 calls anyway. He's up 37% already.
Nice.
Hey, listen, man. Trust your analysis.
Trust your analysis.
That's it for Brooks Report. We talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Dawn got a comment for you, Corey. He says you out here reading charts like a pro.
Hey, man, listen. I look at these joints every week. My head still hurt right now because all I know is I see a bunch of lines and colors, and I would never do this to my actual self. So while he got this up, I can look at it. Like I said, it's not that I don't understand it. It's just that I would never do this to myself.
All right, so hold up, though.
It's like Chinese water torture.
Let's get the business so we can close out. All right, so it sounds like SMH is the play. 245 strike. 245 to 250, right, is the strike price. Obviously, would you guys prefer to be further in the money at 245? Is that the preference, but we can go to 250?
Yes. I like that. I always will pick in the money.
Okay, and our date is the monthly of 5/21. All right, cool. So, I mean, if we're all in agreement, Tone, you cool with that? Corey, Pastor?
Yep.
All right, so that's the official play. Somebody do me a favor and please put our official play in the comments section so we can make that our official play. So for the folks watching on YouTube for the first time, they're going to be like, they have no idea what we're talking about, what we're doing, but I guess they'll catch on eventually. This is what happens within our private group on a weekly basis. We go over the charts. We talk about specific plays. We answer questions. This is part of what we do. For the folks who aren't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so. Please hit the like button, do all that good YouTube stuff. But somebody do me a favor and put that play within the chat. The play is SMH 521, 245 to 250 is the range in terms of our strike price. And that's the play that we're going to play within our MDC account. For those that are within the MDC, a couple trainings will be coming up. We're working on some more trainings. We had a good class this week. Just popped up on Wednesday. We had a good class then, which is also in the group. And we have some more training coming as well and some more pop-ups just to, chop it up and talk about what's going on in the market. But that is the official play this week.
Hey, Jim.
Yes, sir.
Let me add, I'm going to go ahead and give a couple of days access this week too. So for the people that's lucky and can sit at their computer and watch and kind of hang out, we're gonna get some access this week. So I'll be posting that in the MDC challenge group.
Okay, so for those
that can come in and see how we do.
I'm glad to see you back on your feet, man. Because I was back there when, like I said, man, I took a sneak peek for one day, and they was getting super busy. And when I'm talking about busy, they was getting busy. And it was like 8 people back there. It wasn't like 1 million people back there, but everybody was chiming in. Like it was just plays flying all over the place and charts all over the
That's the other thing.
They was launching rockets back there, man.
Yeah, they was definitely launching rockets back there, John.
I'm actually working on building out some stuff so that I can go ahead and start promoting the group in the room. Mm-hmm. I haven't really done it yet.
Yeah.
But yeah. We're gonna get it popping.
All right. So for those who don't know, in terms of the MDC, you can go to mdcstrategy.com. The link will be in the description of this video. There's also on the thumbnail of this video, mdcstrategy.com. And for those that might be watching for the first time, that is a fund that we have 5 of us as well as Brother Jay Johnson, and we do this show for education and entertainment purposes only. We talk about one of our specific plays that we'll make. We also have other plays that we make, and for those that are within the group, you get notified of when we make the plays. There's also trainings within the group. We have giveaways within the group, and that group is its own group. So one of the things we're going to do this week, Tone is going to give access to his day trading room that he has with his mentees, and they get busy. So you'll get an idea, you'll get an opportunity to see just how crazy it is. But this is what they do every day, all day. And I'm going to do that for the folks who are part of MDC Strategy as a way to add value to that group as well. More classes coming. So we got a lot of stuff coming along, but the official play, and thank you, Bonnie, the official play is SMH 245 to 250 is the strike price with a date of 5/21. That's the one play that we will be running in our fund this week. So we'll see how that is. Don, thank you for that. Let me know. So Dawn has a question for Tone. How can you tell that's the demand zone? When you talk about that demand down there where
you can tell from, and I'll probably have to do a training on that. You can tell from you look at the demand zone is a support level where price repeatedly has come down to, but not only come down to, you're looking for an engulfing candle that breaks out of that area. And what that shows you is that a large amount of orders came in at that, or either a single large buyer came in at that area and projected price upward.
Hey, Dawn, thank you for that question. Because to me, that sounds like we could do a whole class on that. You just gave us another idea for a class.
Yeah, that's a class.
That's a class right there on demand zone. So thank you for that question. And Billy says, thank you for Christmas gifts for Santa. Octavia, thank you for that. Putting it back out there. I want to repeat it again. SMH 521, 245 to 250. Yes, Tone, I was praying for you. So glad you're feeling better.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
So that is correct. Down to earth, the subscription fee for the MDC. Yes, it is. Just go to mdcstrategy.com. You'll see it there. If you have any questions, you can inbox any of us or send a message to Buy the Hood as well. We'll get you hooked up with that if you're looking for the MDC strategy. I'll make sure we'll get you there. And for the folks that are in various groups, so this airs within the Buy the Hood University as well as DYO Academy and within the MDC group, this show right here, because we weren't able to do it within Facebook and we had to go to YouTube. What I'm going to do is take the file and I'll make sure I'll put it directly natively into Facebook so it'll live there as well. So have y'all did a class on getting ahead of sector rotation? No, we haven't, but I'm going to mark that down too. So you guys have given me more ideas. I'm writing these classes down. So we got demand zone and sector rotation. Appreciate that. We're trying to do classes on what people feel like they want to learn. So we've done the Greeks, we've done screeners. We did one last week, which is like a pop-up class, and we had a great conversation about just buying so far out of the money. But thank you for that question. Sector rotations is a good class to have. Appreciate that. I'm writing it down.
Has to stay on the sector rotations. Because that's for his group. For y'all don't know.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what Swan Investing is all about.
That's right. That's right. And for those who don't know, Swan is Sleep Well at Night, and that's past his own group. Can we share this publicly to let people see the amazing? Absolutely. We want you guys to let us share it publicly. We appreciate that if you do. So, and Coach Jay Johnson is definitely missing. But he is amazing and adds to the team of great kings, and he has a DYO Academy. Yes, he does. Jay is our brother.
Jay is our brother.
And he was traveling today, and he had terrible signal, so he couldn't get in. But the Merit Put was his play, so we want to put that out there. And I like that play, but SMH is the official play. But I'm actually anxious to see if that actually happens, though. To see Bitcoin, if Bitcoin could fall to that level, because at being around the last bull run, and seeing how scared folks got when I did that turn. Now, granted, that turn was crazy. So I don't really fault anybody, because if you're not an investor, and even if you are an investor, that Bitcoin dip was insane. So I don't knock anybody, but I like
a 75% dip at one point.
We more than likely coming to 45 on Bitcoin. So I'm just prepare y'all minds for that for the folks who out there ain't got them diamond hands.
Hey, listen, Swan, listen, man, I'm about that Swan life too. I dollar cost average into Bitcoin, so I'm gonna sit back and just, be buying a little bit more than usual. That's all. But yeah, man, so this has been another excellent show. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for the people that is probably getting their first opportunity to watch this, because it is on the YouTube channel. If you guys are interested in more classes like this and more education around options, but we talk about everything within our groups. Just get with us though. And we have multiple groups. Like we have Swan Investing. Tone has this group where they day trade. You know what I'm saying? Spoon is with us, and Buy the Hood University. We actually have a great cover call class coming soon. So, we're out here doing work in DYO Academy for my brother Jay Johnson. So when we all collaborate to put this MDC play together, which is, it's been amazing. This journey has been phenomenal, and you guys are all phenomenal, man. I just want to give you guys credit. The way you sent blessings for Tone, what y'all did on Corey for his birthday. We have a real.
Yeah, I wanted to say something about that. I just
ahead,
wanted to
bro.
let you finish, man. So just for everybody to know, right? In our group, in the Bodyhood group, man, I asked for something for my birthday, which is for everybody to, get to know somebody and to also, sharing some of the blessings because, a lot of people have made a lot of money doing the things that we do. And a lot of people did that, man. And so, for all of those people who wished me a happy birthday, who shared some of their blessings with other people, man, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. That's right there is the power of community, and we use that power to go ahead and get things done. And so again, I say thank you.
Yeah, that was dope. I mean, I was actually touched. I said, damn, y'all here this giving money, giving everybody.
Yeah, I shed a thug tear. Can't lie. Quick little thug tear.
Pastor got on bouncing off the 20. So you got to get with Pastor. Pastor has the official. He handles all the merch for MDC.
I'm gonna post that link on the MDC strategy group because this week coming up, we got 15% off everything.
There you go. So, and also, Monty says let everybody know she loves Swan as well. So Swan is definitely dope. Sleep well at night, man. That's what it's about. So you gotta listen. We talk about our options plays, our YOLO plays, but we also got we gotta sleep well at night. We gotta have that base, and that's what that's about. So thank you guys as always, man. We definitely appreciate you. We will see you next week. Probably back in the groups if Facebook stops hating. We'll be back in our private groups. But I guess it's dope to go on YouTube every once in a while and put it out for the public so they can see what it is exactly we do. So Corey shed that Denzel glory tear.
That was one hell of a tear, dog.
Yeah, it was. That joint was crazy. My man was standing in the line. He was just like, that joint just ran down his face.
That no Sean Marino.
Man, ain't nothing more classic than the glory tear, boy.
Yeah, nothing.
Oh man, that's funny. Y'all crazy too, man. I definitely love and appreciate y'all, man. But we shall see y'all next week. Thank you for your time as always. Peace and blessings.